Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the West Virginia University Coliseum. Today, we honor West Virginia University's August and December 2011 graduates, some 141 years after the first graduate, Marmaduke H. Dent, was recognized, becoming WVU's first alumnus. Please welcome the Senior Academic Administration of West Virginia University, members of the West Virginia University Board of Governors, members of the Higher Education Policy Commission, Laurie Badzek, today's keynote speaker and School of Nursing professor, and Dr. James P. Clements, President of West Virginia University. And now, please welcome West Virginia University's candidates for graduation. Students from the School of Nursing are led by Dean Georgia Narsavage and process behind an apricot banner carried by Clinical Assistant Professor Roger Carpenter. The Eberly College of Arts and Sciences marches behind a royal blue banner carried by Associate Dean Joan Gorham. The college is led by Dean Robert Jones. The Davis College of Agriculture, Natural Resources, and Design marches behind a banner of burnt orange carried by Professor Hiller Klandorf. The students are led by Interim Dean Rudy Almazy. The School of Medicine is led today by Associate Dean Mary Beth Mandich and Assistant Professor Cheryl Germain. Students from the College of Physical Activity and Sports Sciences are led by Dean Dana Brooks and process behind a teal banner carried by Associate Dean Lynn Hausner. Students from the College of Creative Arts are led by Dean Paul Kreider, and they process behind a pink banner carried by Professor Joanne Segrist. The College of Business and Economics marches behind a banner of brown, carried by Associate Dean Karen France. They are led by Dean Jose Sardarelli. The Pearlie Isaac Reed School of Journalism marches behind a crimson banner carried by Assistant Professor Rita Palestra. The students are led today by Interim Associate Dean Diana Martinelli. Students of the College of Human Resources and Education are led by Interim Dean Elizabeth Dooley, and they process behind a banner of light blue carried by Associate Dean Paul Chapman. Students from the College of Engineering and Mineral Resources process behind a banner of orange, carried by Bachelor's candidate Kenneth Height. They are led today by Associate Dean Warren Myers. Please rise for the singing of our national anthem. Please be seated.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. All right. Graduates, you are here today because you've worked hard. You've discovered abilities that you didn't know you had. You've gained mentors, lifelong friends, and lasting memories. You've defined your dreams for the future. You've started something here at West Virginia University, and now you're ready to launch your plans and your dreams. Today marks the end of an important chapter in your life and the beginning of a new adventure. Today is an occasion to celebrate, and you've earned it. However, you've had a lot of help along the way. Your parents, family members, and friends kept you going as you worked hard and anticipated this day. I'd like to ask the parents and family members of our December graduates to please stand and accept our thanks. We have with us several special guests whose service to higher education and to WVU help to assure that you receive the highest quality education. I'd like to acknowledge several individuals and ask that they please stand when their name is called. Dr. Brian Nolan, Chancellor of the West Virginia Higher Education Policy Commission. David Hendrickson, Chair of the West Virginia Higher Education Policy Commission. We also have several members of the West Virginia University Board of Governors here with us today, including Jim Daly, our Vice Chair, Jason Bailey, President of the Student Government Association, and Dr. Tom Clark. Several members of the university's leadership team are also part of today's platform party, including Dr. Christopher Kalinda, Chancellor for Health Sciences, Dr. Jennifer Fisher, Executive Officer, Chris Martin, Vice President for University Relations, Dr. Michelle Wheatley, Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs. Please help me honor and thank these leaders for their dedicated service to WVU. Also in attendance today are the deans of the schools and the colleges and other academic administrators of West Virginia University. I would like to ask that they please stand and be recognized. The most important guides, however, on your educational journey have been your professors. WVU's faculty members have opened your minds, broadened your horizons, and strengthened your abilities. I would like to invite all WVU faculty members to please stand and be recognized for their incredible devotion to student learning. Faculty members. I would now like to welcome to the podium Dr. Michelle Wheatley, Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs, to introduce our keynote speaker.
Good afternoon. At each convocation ceremony, we hear from someone who has demonstrated the drive, vision, compassion, and commitment to lifelong learning that characterize professional and personal success. Today, we are fortunate to have as our guest someone who exemplifies the impact our faculty members make on their professions and on the world. Laurie Badzek is not only a professor and director of the Appalachian Quality of Life Institute in the WVU School of Nursing, she also directs the American Nurses Association Center for Ethics and Human Rights. Having earned advanced degrees in nursing and law, Professor Badzek focuses her research on ethical and legal issues in healthcare. She is an internationally recognized expert on ethics and healthcare policy. Her work has informed nurses and other healthcare providers around the world and contributed to their understanding of advanced care planning. She has created strategies to educate nurses about the American Nursing Association's Code of Ethics. This year, she was co-chair of the first ANA National Nursing Ethics Conference in decades. Professor Badzek has also played a key role in helping nurses integrate knowledge of genomics into their patient care. Genomics uses knowledge gained from the human genome to improve health and prevent disease. She helped to define the essential genetic and genomic competencies for all registered nurses and served as principal investigator in the largest national study of nurses' knowledge in genomics. This year, Professor Badzek received one of the highest honors in the nursing profession when she was inducted as a fellow in the American Academy of Nursing. I'm pleased that we will have the honor of hearing her speak today. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome Professor Laurie Badzek.
President Clemens, graduates, family and friends of graduates, faculty, staff, and friends of the university who have all given so much effort for this day to happen, congratulations. I am honored to have been given this extraordinary opportunity to provide this 2011 Convocation address. For over a month now, I have fought waves of panic, fear, and anxiety over what I might say in this address. I have felt and continue to feel this great responsibility that I am to offer some inspiration, some hope for the future, a little humor, a little more humor, a touch of idealism, some common sense, and perhaps some advice that will honor you as graduates, an address that will make your graduation and your life after graduation memorable, meaningful. And it seems a treatise or a novel is in order, but I feel certain most of you want a much shorter address. I should also thank you because this is the most effective diet I have ever been on. I have already lost the weight that I usually gain from the end of November through the first of the year, and for that, I thank you. As I reflected on my own graduations from nursing, from law, from nursing, and from law yet again, I have a new respect for those distinguished speakers who struggled to prepare remarks, and for the memory of the excitement I felt on those my own days of glory. Reflecting on those feelings and speeches have helped me immensely, since I know how proud, how relieved, and how happy you feel having reached this point in your lives. In reflecting back on my own graduations, I am also somewhat liberated to say almost anything, since from the speeches from my own graduations, I cannot remember a single word. And so I feel I can proceed and not likely cause any harm or change the course of your lives. Today, I would like to share with you 3 stories and reflections of those stories. Just over 20 years ago, I sat in your seats, proud and happy to be celebrating my first law degree. I was in the front row, in fact. Many times over the years, I have been told that being a nurse working in ethics and an attorney is an oxymoron. I have often chuckled at that. And I finally recall one of my early law colleagues, another nurse attorney, excuse me, Matt, was an attorney first. And he decided to return to nursing school. I was often amazed at that. The reason he went back to nursing school was so he could more fully understand healthcare and how hospitals work, so he could be a better defense attorney. But what Matt told me he learned in nursing school was something greater. He said he learned the essence of caring, and that when he returned to full-time practice of the law, he brought with him that essence of caring to his practice of law. In that conversation, Matt reflected what a better world it would be if everyone had that experience. My message to you today is Matt was wrong. You do not need to be a nurse to care. Today, as you graduate, I want to challenge you to challenge yourselves as you go about your daily business, to be gentle in your encounters with others. Make a commitment today to refrain from saying, or even worse, posting on Facebook, mean, disparaging words. Be respectful of diversity. Always remember you can make a difference. And sometimes what seems like a small difference is really gigantic. Remember the child who walked the beach, filled with thousands of starfish a storm had washed up. The sun was hot and the starfish were dying. And the boy, throwing them one by one back into the sea, was told there were miles of starfish, too many to make a difference. But he proceeded. He picked up the next one. He threw it high over the waves. And he looked up and he said, "It made a difference to that one, didn't it?" Always help friends in need. Be dependable, be loyal, be honest, be self-reliant. Listen. Share your knowledge and resources with others. We can and we should, as mountaineers, always seek to help, never harm those who cross our paths. Once again, I challenge you to challenge yourselves to care. As you go out into the world and pursue your dreams, I hope you will take with you the focus of service learning you participated in here at our land-grant university. Success is about finding your own strength and using it to the best of your ability to pursue your dreams and help others. I might also add, for your parents' sake, that success is being able to pay your own gas and electric bills. And further, success is being able to take those who supported you through years of effort here at school to dinner, and of course, pick up the tab. The second story I want to share with you occurred when I attended a meeting at college where a prominent attorney was giving tips. That wise woman told me that if every weekend you spend your time wishing you didn't have to go back to your place of employment on Monday, you need to find something else to do. You've also wasted a perfectly good weekend. She encouraged me to change my thinking about work and to seek and find magnet opportunities where I'm attracted to what I do, where I go with anticipation and not dread. I hope you will seek and find your magnet opportunities, and I hope you will find magnet employers, a place where you go to work where your ethics and values are important and not challenged, a place that really encourages you to do your best. That same attorney, a short while later, was diagnosed with cancer. I am happy to say that she is still alive 20 years later after successful treatment. Thankfully, scientists continue to find new discoveries and promote and restore our health. But as a nurse, I would be remiss in not mentioning to please, please take care of your own health. For without health, you will find life's greatest struggle. Start now to develop new patterns where you eat well, sleep well, exercise, and consider moderation a way of life. Pizza for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, staying up all night, and mosh dancing are not patterns that will serve you well for a long life. That is not to say life should be boring. It is okay to occasionally be zealous, to step out if you are safe, to be random and try something new. It is even okay to fail. We are not always epic. We learn from our experiences, and sometimes failure is our best lesson. Often, through our failures, we find our greatest successes. The final story I want to share with you is a story from my family. About 10 years ago, my son and I had a discussion. During the course of that discussion, my feelings were terribly hurt. My son told me he never wanted to grow up to be like me because I was a workaholic. He didn't call me a workaholic because we never spent time together. We ate dinner together regularly, we vacationed, we went to church together. I never missed a ball game, a school meeting, or help with homework. But rather he felt that way because I spend most of my free time after dinner reading journals, talking to colleagues about ethics, about law, about genomics, or I am writing or helping students with their writing. I deny today that I am a workaholic, but I admit I do love my work. The translation of that for you is work well, live well, begin now your course in lifelong learning. Know when to work and when to quit. Keep family first. Work to live and don't live to work. As my son has grown older over the last 10 years, he has gained an appreciation and I believe has come to realize how fortunate people are who love their work. I hope all of you will seek and find opportunities where you can love your work, even if it means change. My opportunities started just as yours, here at WVU, our alma mater. As graduates of this university, you share with all those who graduated before you in the responsibility of assuring the future of our university. I hope you will take time to reflect on your good fortune and make a conscious decision to pay it back or pay it forward by coming back. You can come back to your colleges and your schools and offer your talents. You can come back and cheer on our teams. And you can and you should come back through your donations to WVU that enable WVU and future students to prosper and grow. I hope you will come back and give back as often as your life allows. The thought that I cannot remember specifically the words from the speeches from my own graduations will forever make me smile. And that may likely be what some of you remember about this convocation address. As I move towards the conclusion, it occurs to me my words similarly may not be memorable or remembered. But today is not about me. It is about you, our graduates. Today, you join approximately 7% of the world's population with a college degree. You are our future leaders and discoverers who will individually and collectively change our world. I encourage you to go far and find success. And I dare you to care, to bring out the best in yourself and others. If later you look back on this graduation and remember only the feelings of honor, exhilaration, and excitement, that you have indeed accomplished all that was needed to graduate from this great university, rich with heritage and tradition, a place where mountaineers dare to care. That is enough. Thank you, and again, congratulations.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the University Choir singing "My Home Among the Hills," composed in 1963 in honor of West Virginia's centennial celebration by Clarksburg native Mr. E.W. James.
Thank you. Thank you, University Choir, and thank you, Professor Badzek, for those wonderful, wonderful remarks. And now we will begin the recognition of our candidates for graduation. Dr. Paul Chapman and Mr. Bill Nevin will read aloud the names of the degree candidates. I will also invite Provost Wheatley to join me for the recognition of our students. Chancellor Kalinda will also join us for the recognition of the health science graduates. In addition, I invite the dean of each college and school to come forward with his or her respective group of degree candidates and join me on the stage to congratulate the students. And now, as we call forward the degree candidates, we ask for your cooperation in holding your applause until all of the candidates have been recognized and returned to their seats.
President Clements, Mr. Nevin, and I present to you the students who will fulfill the requirements for graduation in December 2011. School of Nursing, Margaret R. Rateau. Vanita Eggleton. Charlotte Jane Cobb. Leah Dawn McCullough. Christina Ann Evans. Carla Nadine Peaker. Susan Elizabeth Stone. Heather Nicole Sargent. Jennifer Nicole Underwood. School of Medicine, Associate Dean Mary Beth Mandich. Parul Agarwal. Chad M. Rodman. Tina Marie Takis. Tamika Tremaine Ferguson. Kara Gebhardt Pretty. Kara Lee Satterfield. Stephanie Marie Sharo. Jamie Lynn Wilson. Caitlin B. Childers. Anna Ruth Cottrell. Ryan P. Dante. Michael J. Delaney, Jr. Andrew Clark Hazelwood. Jacob Michael Lyon. Kristen Ann McLaughlin. Megan Ashley Muldowney. Corey Michael Nielsen. Jordan Scott Randolph. Brittany Michelle Wright. Creative Arts, Dr. Paul Crater. Amanda Jean Devereaux. Stephen Otten. Christopher William Brewer. Nathan Thomas Costella. Matthew Wesley Harmon. Caroline Marie Stahl. Kathleen Lynn Graham. Sarah Nicole Groves. Wendy Marie Akers. Elizabeth Marie Porter. Kate Melissa Brownson. Miriam H. Amar. Emily R. Kerwin. Pearlie Isaac Reed School of Journalism, Diana Martinelli. Crystal Renee Bevins. Jamie Sue Seaman. David Edward Eisen. Seth James Fogel. Jamie L. Hunt. Karen Vanoy Sickles. Courtney A. Smedick. Ainsley Brooke Stefanik. Stephanie L. Stroud. Nadia Al-Bassam. Kaylee Alexandra Apesos. Juliet Marino Burgesses. Stephanie Gale Chambers. Joshua S. Clark. Zachary L. Dirth. Kara Lee Delbert. Andrew John DiGirolamo. Emily J. Dial. Joseph J. Doris. Richard P. Oriver III. Kelly A. Dudenhover. Lauren Rebecca Dushkoff. Catherine L. Everly. Lauren Kristen Fury. Autumn L. Giroux. Whitney Lynn Godwin. Erin Elizabeth Gomez. Alexander James Hagan. Rebecca Lepers. John T. Lemieux. Cheryl Lyons. Bryce C. Lyons. Bridget McGuire. Lindsay T. McGarry. Kristen Audra Meadows. Rachel Alexandra Mort. Jeffrey J. Nicholas. Kelsey Shea Pape. Catherine E. Papa. Heather Nicole Poindexter. Matthew Taylor Poremski. Brittany Jean Price. Daniel R. Riesenberger. Amanda Marie Sains. Lauren Laurie Sandberg. Michael Rafael Sarmiento. Christopher Bruce Shelzo. Kayla Danielle Shane. Maria E. Sidoti. Zachary P. Smith. Erica Lynn Thone. Kylie M. Wagner. Brianna L. Wenner. Lindsay Ann Wallace. Laurie Ann Worley. Matthew Philip White. Gwendolyn K. Whitman. Adam Christopher Woofter. The College of Human Resources and Education Interim Dean Elizabeth A. Dooley. Raji Masal Al-Sharari. Bridget J. Hayes Russell. Craig Edward Arch. Maximilian J. Carteret. Jennifer Lynn Cook. Tammy Lynn Cusack. Lisa Ann Dean. Allison Elizabeth Escolapio. Rachel Lindsay Eversole. Seth Allen Gordon. Jamie Lee Griffin. Amy LaVon Johnson. Amy Marie Morrow. Charlie Nicole Phillips. Joel T. Whiteman. Amanda Catherine Hess. Ariel Becker. Megan Christine DeVito. Michelle Jennifer McGrain. Samantha Nicole Buckler. Jamie Lynn Fries. Sabrina Dawn Heyman. Miranda Yvonne Haynes. Sheena Marie McVicker. Letha D. Mills. Heather Lynn Moran. Darcy K. Brandhover. Allison Elizabeth Prunty. Joe Rogers. Jessica Ray Sowards. Alexa Catherine Kumaras. Brittany Lee Whitmore. Charles Lewis McDermott. Davis College of Agriculture, Natural Resources, and Design, Interim Dean Rudy Almazy. Crystal M. Golden. Stephen J. Stork. Ivan Z. Anastasov. Caitlin Marie Keyhart. Mary Bakunda Kobasuingye. Christopher T. Moore. Matthew Desmond Oliver. Tizita Almaheyu Wasihun. Catherine Nicole Austin. Sarah A. Balargione. Ethan L. Bloomfield. Ashley Dawn Bohr. Dominique Edward Kangami. Sarah Nicole Claprud. Kelly Ann Coffenduffer. Devin Andrew George. Edward Cox Jr. Juan Ramon Franco Coronado. Christian James Roper. Patrick Charles Santaspris. Sarah Ann Sepkowski. Jared Thomas Shockey. Timothy Lee Siege Jr. Matthew Wallace Hamilton. Kelsey R. Fertig. Sharon Nicole Frankhauser. Amy E. Gulch. Christopher David Grady. Zachary Lincoln Harmon. Hannah Elizabeth Heavner. Lisa Kate Hudson. Sarah N. Inglis. Shelley Beth Jackson. Sarah Marie Jones. Mark Jacob Kendall. Jonathan M. Kendra. Zachary Clayton Lay. Danielle Nicole Leeson. Jeremy Ryan O'Farrell McGee. Thomas J. Montgomery. Seth Allen Neptune. Matthew David Quinterno. Kelsey Jane Rigel. Erin Lynn Smith. Sierra Noel Smith. Caleb Sullivan. Ashley E. Summers. Vincent M. Unteed. Lou C. Williams. Peyton D. Wilson. Ronald Mark Wist. The College of Physical Activity, Sports Science, Dean Dana Brooks. William Brandon Bandy. Melissa Rose Boss. Sally M. Bescher. Joshua Edward Barrington. Kyle Matthew Butler. Kyle James Carroll. J. Spencer Darden. John Robert DeFleurin, Andrew Douglas DeLong, Kelsey Elizabeth DeSimon, Erin Elizabeth DeMongo, Daniel M. Fontaine, Brian Christopher Frisch, Brianna Rose Genowitz, Brian George Godfrey, Terrence Robert Jackson, Brant L. King, Jared Robert Left, Sydney Kathleen Marara, Jonathan Lucas Messer, Cody David Nutter, Thomas McFarland Saling, Ryan Joseph Sassano, Matthew James Spader, Stephen Hunter Timko, Luke J. Tolbert, Kevin James Vital, Lauren Margaret Washaball, Joshua L. Ashby, the College of Business and Economics, Dean Jose Sartorelli, Sydney Michelle Bogus, Marcus D. Corvino, Denise Michelle Kiker, Kevin Daniel Moore, Xiling Peng, April Dawn Ferris Zirkle, Candace April Powers, Min Tom Shulsky, Brandon D. Stoll, Eric Michael Bachman, Donald W. Barclay, Shane Corey Bartolomeo, Jeffrey Tyler Berryman, Corey Allen Bliss, Ty Crawford Bullock, Chelsea E. Boozman, Philip Michael Caporgreco, Suleiman E. Kam, Megan Elizabeth Kaufman, Andrew M. Conroy, Bridget L. Cooper, Alyssa Marie Cross, Christopher Michael Devlin, Justin M. Fink, Justin Thomas Floyd, Corey Lee Fry, Jessica Rayanne Guedar, Brian Scott Gillenwater II, Joshua E. Gimbel, Michael D. Gortler, Devin Ann Gowdy, John Edward Gilbert. Whitley Morgan Hall. Matthew Robert Hambrecht. James W. Harris. Thomas Lee Harvey. Cameron W. Hillard. Morgan Ardar Houghton. James Michael Hughes. Theo B. Caron. Matthew David Kelly. Maggie L. Kimmick. Crystal Lynn Clee. Patrick Timothy Krim. Michael Robert Lovato. Tyler G. Lowers. Evan Marie Ludwig. Edward Charles Mayer, Jr. Jennifer Lynn Musteller. Michael Joseph McCabe. Gregory Keller McCormack. Andrew K. McLaughlin. Elias McQueen. Ryan Allen Melder. Julie Marie Moore. Jared W. Nutter. Michelle Ann Onuska. Maddie M. Orend. Kirk Michael Pappas. Joshua Philip Peterson. Brendan A. Price. Vivian N. Quach. Patrick T. Reardon. Elizabeth Danielle Rikus. Douglas J. Rimler. Daniel L. Roberts. Teresa Gabrielle Santelli. Matthew Schreiber. Mark Stephen Brendedier. Charles Joseph Shaw. Sean Douglas Sowers. Michael Ryan Spirito. Cameron G. Stewart. Hope L. Sweeney. Raleigh Marie Thomas. Lauren Ann Thorpe. Eric D. Tonneson. Tyler C. Urban. Stephen George Volker. Sierra Catherine Walliser. Brent Arden Watson. Jeremy Matthew Webb. Michael Shane Welter. Daniel Joseph Westermeyer. Jeffrey Morgan T. Wood. Timothy Cullen Woomer II. Johanna D. Yost. Lauren Brooke Zimmerman. The College of Engineering and Mineral Resources, Associate Dean Warren Myers. Fadi Haj Saeed. Jinyu Zhu. Sitaram Alawala. Uday Kiran Reddy Aradela. Francis James Barkeski. Tasha Ann Brown. Swomo Chaudhuri. Martin David Dombrowski. Nasser A. El Arabi. Travis Sean Hamrick. Christopher Shane Hicks. Stephanie Jane Hubble. Avinash Kumar V. Kari. Corey A. May. Zachary James Mercurio. Dachau Neil Ney. Sri Thaja Nim Agada. James R. Perry. Laura N. Sesak. Perry Lee Spar II. Julie Ann Seismanik. Jerry L. Lee Thomas. Raghavendra Aniketh Varma Vegasana. Aaron Michael Ashley. Gary Allen Ford Jr. Frederick Martin Beamer. Vivek Kozgi. Sean Matthew Adam. Abdulaziz Fahed Al Musa. Thomas R. Apple. Hannah Margaret Baxter. Nicholas Keith Blevins. Joshua J. Boker. Alex T. Burnham. Nicolo Campriani. Joseph Salvatore Close. Timothy Connors. Jeffrey W. Conrad. Brett William Costello. William Daniel Craddock. Casey Cutlip. Joshua Thomas Gregory Davis. Ryan Paul DeBardi. Alexander R. Dembski. Kenneth Michael Donald. Gregory Charles Donnelly. Dante L. Dunkley, Nicholas Parr Elliott, Michael A. Filter, Angela Christine Forcob, William J. Folkerts, Nathaniel David Gandhi, Matthew Ray Gappin, Daniel Thomas Gardner, Samantha Lynn Gracie, Stephen Frank Gunther, Robert Cody Hall, Frank Alexander Hamilton, Andrew Joseph Hammond, Jacob Andrew Haney, Ashley Heyer, John M. Hines, Kenneth Ray Height, Cordy Michael Hughes, Zachary Lewis Kamen, Samuel David Kowalik, Mohammed A. Khoury, Russell J. Kite, Matthew C. Cole, Charles P. Kraft, Dev Raj Kumar, Sean Michael Larkins, Zachary T. Leggett, Robert Fry Lilly III, Zachary Paul Locks, Mark E. Maggie, Joseph Harry Maldonado, Joseph P. Marconi, Mitchell G. Marozzi, Jordan Christopher Madovich, Michael Francis McCoy, Derek Gregory McCoy, David Leonard McGrain, Garrett Hodgson McLean, Matthew R. Michael, Caitlin Elizabeth Miller, Michael Dennis Murphy, Christopher Richard Newman, Michael James Nussbaum, Justin Michael Peacock, Rex Dean Persinger, Jeff M. Farr, Liam Pham, Skylar Dale Roberts, Christopher James Rose, Taylor Davidson Rush, Zachary Louise Seaman, Rachel Mary Salerno, Jason A. Shipe, Evan Graham Swihart, Spencer Paul Tufel, Barbara Torok, Jeremiah James Trinon. David Lee Williams. Ryan Paul Wyatt. Wentian Zhao. Ahmed Aldriz.
The Eberly College of Arts and Sciences, Dean Robert Jones. Jason Boyles. Adam T. Brandt. Amanda Lee Crew. Jordan Musser. Leo Schlossnagel. Carmen Rose Abreu. Tariq Salah Al-Hadlak. Janet Louise Anderson. Keith A. Bales. Renu Chakrabarty. Trina C. Crowder. Diane Catherine Elliott. Kent J. Gamble. Jeffrey Michael Gustafson. Intan Zanaraya Hamdan. Mary M. Quays. Abigail Elaine Miller. Deborah Lynn Richards. Justin Duane Southern. Kayla Marie Taylor. Frankie Michelle Thompson. Matthew Scott Wolfson. Michelle Diane Zumpano. David Anthony Abreu. Brian G. Albert. Ryan Jeffrey Alexander. Aaron Miguel Almasi. Kevin Brandt Anton. Bianca Marie Armstrong. Nicholas Boyd Mark David Ashley. Bjorn Christopher Ashmal. Brandy Rachel Bagley. Liana Nicole Burnaby. Brady Lynn Bumgardner. Kyle D. Bene. Tyler William Bennett. Elizabeth Ann Bennett. Julie Barbara Bennick. Alex David Biafora. Michael Justin Bitterlick. Margaret Blakely. Anna M. Blosser. Justin Tyler Blumenfeld. Elizabeth Constance Bodson. Danya Botkin. Jennifer E. Brown. Laura Ann Burdette. Brittany M. Burns. Tyler John Burrows. William R. Bush. James Kenneth Butler. Douglas Cardell Butler, Jr. Margaret A. Cadmus. Sarah Marie Caputo. Jeffrey Keith Carr. Imani Jeriel Carter. Luca Labate Costello. Jason D. Chen. Leon John Seacon. Abigail Lee Chaffee. Tyrell J. Clay. Seth Park Clovis. Ashwin Jagannathan. Michael Earl Coffin. Amber Lynn Coleman. Bridget Jean Coleman. Kelsey Blake Connor. Curtis Stephen Conrad. Joshua D. Cooper. Brian S. Corbett. Matthew Coram II. Whitney Irene Cregan. Alexander Thomas Cruz. Brittany Lynn Cruz. Nicholas Lee Cunningham. Jordan L. Cunningham. Tiffany Ann Curry. Jenna Marie Cutillo. Derek Benjamin Charneski. Michael Wesley Dalton. John Joseph Damrath. Marvin Andrew Davis. Hey, how are you? Chelsea Justine Davis. Ryan Joseph DeRoy. Daniel Louis DiRenzo. Hervé R. Doliska. Daniel N. Drucker. Melinda Sue Dunbar. Joshua Anthony Dyer. Andrew Quinton Eddy, Amy Elizabeth Eddy, Amanda K. Elkan, Andrew R. Ellenbecker, Lauren K. Evans, Seth Alexander Ferrier, Patrick Edward Fedroff, Park Jameson Ferguson, Ashley Alexandria Fernandez, Andre Luis Ferreira, Michael Anthony Farrow, Elise Filowitz, Chase William Frecola, Robert Louis Fredericks, Ray Walter Gaddis, Annalisa Gagnon, Kelsey M. Gause, Ayer B. Gebrawald, Jody Lynn George, Samantha Gift, Peter A. Giordano, Tricia K. Graham, Joshua R. Graham, Kyle David Graham, Samantha Gibbons Grimsley, Todd Michael Gutta, Angela C. Hall, Sean Frederick Hansen, Anne Elaine Reinhardt Harder, Anne Marie Harris, Welford Lee Harris III, Megan Kathleen Hatfield, Joshua T. Hayden, McQuell D. Henderson, Nicholas C. Hernandez, Bradley J. Higgs, Jeffrey Derrick Hill, Paul Wesley Hoffman, Robert Louis Holland III, Keaton Elijah Hughes, Deanna Renee Jackson, Christopher Ayers Jarrett, Myrna M. Jenkins, Robert Zachary Johnson, Haley Marie Johnson, Nicole Jolly, Daniel Philip Collar, Ramy Katrib, Brian A. Cahart, Stuart James Kennedy, Mustafa Maiwand Kaliki. Jeffrey R. Kind. Matthew Ryan Kirby. Liliana Kimi Kishine. Christopher Todd Knight. Michael Korba Paul Korba. Dominic Kropa. Amanda Kate Lancaster. Eric Andrew Larson. Caroline Larson. Alexander Ray Lasis. Brandon Lear. Matthew Ryan Leonard. Elizabeth Shannon Llewellyn. Benjamin Reed Lewis. Sean Michael Loera. Sean Frederick Lotterly. Derek M. Long. Colin P. Lynch. Jeffrey Lee Lyons, Jr. Lee C. Malandrino. Kizzer Maru. Bethany Ray Mateer. Jeff Robert Morrow. Phil Z. McClure. Justin Victor McDavid. Jessica Amelia McAvoy. Brittany McGuire. William Michael McLinden. Corey Daniel McMahon. Hannah Grace McPherson. John Meath. Danielle Nicole Menendez. Drew William Meskin. Jenna N. Metz. Emily Metz. Julian Michael Andrew Miller. Amy Melissa Miller. Adam K. Mills. Deetra Terry Lynn Ming. Charlene Montut. Danielle Nicole Moore. Stephanie Rochelle Moran. Carly Elizabeth Moran. Christina Marie Munschauer. Matthew Thomas Musser. Helen Azo Nadisi. Samantha Madeline Nickel. Kimberly M. Nold. Robert Morris Nutter. Nicholas Ashby O'Neill. Jacqueline Ann Owens. Daniel James Papuga. Zachary David Parsons. Philip Gavin Parsons. Jacqueline Michelle Patzer. Adam Joseph Payne. Carly M. Peak. Jessica Lynn Peer. Jared Paul Pahonic. Heather Marie Phillips. Ashley Renee Pillsbury. Heather Nicole Pittsnoggle. Brittany Poland. Drew Allen Proudfoot. Robert M. Pryor. Sarah Beth Rice. Leisha Ann Redwine. Adrian Mary Reichel. Alexandra Waverly Reese. Christopher Joseph Regasio. Lauren Peyton Rittenhouse. Lindsay May Romanek. Joshua Allen Rosenberger. Christopher M. Salvatore. Jeanette Catherine Sanchez. Danielle Saralegi. Megan Beth Satterfield. David A. Schmelzer. Kerwin Selby. Jessica Ashley Shea. Abby F. Sherman. Christopher Joseph Shumsky. Ashley Elizabeth Sickles. Alexandra Lenora Seiler. Lisa Jo Simons. Matthew R. Sloanhopt. Ian Smith. Chad Sheldon Snodgrass. Heather Lynn Snyder. John A. Sorkvist. Lorena Elvira Soto Casanova. Nicholas James Spanath. James Jacob Springer. Caitlin Marie Starlipper. Jennifer Ann Statkus. Stephen Joseph Steranka. Chelsea Violet Stuberg, Andrew Nicholas Summers, Conrad Christopher Suter, Jordan Alexandra Swatton, Jordan Keith Tandy, Chad Taylor, Christopher O'Kane II, Leanne Mara Thomas, Stephen Matthew Thompson, Isa Thula, Delia Amy Trickett, Mary Ashley Turner, Amanda Justine Twyman, Derek James Waller, Alexis Aisha Walls, Cassandra Marie Walters, Ryan Samuel Walther, Travis Graham Ward, Paul Michael Weisberg, William Joseph Weisberg II, Brittany Lynn Whitaker, Brianna Lynn Whiteman, Colin Francis Wilcox, Kevin Patrick Williams, Krista Danielle Wise, Trevor Jeremy Wolf, Tyler Carl Yates, Erica Nicole Zaragoza, Nicole Marie Zenick, Jessica Lynn Zimmerman, Tiffany Lynette Farabee, Mr. President, this concludes the presentation of the candidates for graduation.
Members of the graduating class of December 2011, congratulations! You are ready to start making your mark on the world, and I truly believe you can go as far as your dreams take you. As you prepare to embark on your new journey, carry your mountaineer pride with you. As students, you have contributed to WVU's academic excellence. As alumni, you can enhance your alma mater's growing national prominence as an institution of higher learning. Tell people about our university. Share your pride. Let potential students know that they can build a successful future right here at WVU. Become active in the WVU Alumni Association, which has chapters throughout the nation and the world. Help us to create opportunities for those who follow in your footsteps as mountaineers, as previous generations of graduates have helped us become the university that we are today. As you distinguish yourself in your career, you will also bring distinction to your alma mater. We are proud to associate our university's name with yours. So do not be afraid to be bold. Do not be afraid to be criticized, and do not be afraid to take risk. Imagine the world that you want to live in, then work hard to make that vision a reality. Along the way, keep in touch with your WVU mentors and your WVU friends and the developments on our campus. And come back to visit often, because wherever life takes you, you will always have a home right here at West Virginia University. Congratulations once again, class of 2011. Before we conclude, I'd like to recognize two very important groups for their performances today. The University Choir, directed by Jeffrey Johnson, Katie McDonald, and Caitlin Smith, and the WVU Trombone Troupe, directed by Brian Plitnick. Please join me in thanking them for their incredible performance. To conclude today's convocation, I ask that you now stand for the singing of the Alma Mater by the University Choir.
Thank you for attending today's ceremony. Please remain standing for the recessional as we congratulate our students.